Hi Tracy, this is Gil. We're shooting a video on your Suburban. I did find a leak. It was leaking as soon as I drove it up under the driveway. I looked in here and your fluid is really low. There is hardly any fluid in it. So I was looking in behind it and I could see it's pretty dry. But you see where it starts getting kind of oily and dusty. Dirt. So it's not on the line. So it's not on the power steering unit itself. It's on this thing. That's called a gearbox. That controls your steering mechanism. So what I did was I went to the bottom and I took the cover off. And I actually found two problems that both could contribute to noise. It may be both together or at the same time. Or separately. So over here you see that pulley with the square on it? That pulley's pretty worn out. That's for your AC compressor. Puts tension on the belt for the AC. So that pulley right there has to be changed. And then when I got under here, I removed that splash shield. This goes on the bottom of your truck. I did have it right here, but it's kind of windy outside. And if you look right here, it's all wet. Over here is dry. Dry, soaking wet. So I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. So all this right here. Now if we don't stop this oil, this A-arm, this bushing that's right here, will start to get rotten and deteriorate and fall apart. Then you're going to have to replace an expensive lower control arm. So before it gets to that point, I'll make sure this is all cleaned off. And then here's the bottom part of the gearbox. If you look at the shaft, you can see the spleens in it. Those little lines that are in between this. Sorry, get my finger. See right there. That's telling me that the shaft dropped because this cover that's right there should be all the way covered to this thing. Instead, you can see the middle teeth right there where they're showing. So that's telling me that the shaft inside dropped a little bit. So it could be because it got worn out. And if you look up there, you see where that bolt's running through that shaft. That seal is also leaking, so it's really wet right there at the front of the gearbox and down here at the bottom of the gearbox. See if we can get a better view of it. See, that's the top front of the gearbox. And you can see where it's all wet right there. So this whole piece right here has to be changed out. It's called a gearbox. They do make kits to reseal it, but since I see a mechanical malfunction in the gearbox, just changing the seals isn't going to fix that. So the whole piece has to be fixed. So we need this gearbox and that pulley. So I'm gonna come out with price and availability, and you can see right there it was leaking so much. We're gonna get a price and availability on it, and I'm gonna contact you right now. Just want to make you a small video, that way you can see what's going on with your cars and not just go blind into a project that you don't know what's going on. Okay, that's that. Thank you much for watching.